Hey guys, I'm back. What I originally planned for my sauce doctor sauce, I had to make a couple of revisions. Now, I'm going to still do what I plan on doing, but I just have to do it in a different timing. What I originally wanted to do with the sauce was make jerked salmon jerky, and I'm still going to make it. But upon looking at the instructions, I have to marinate the salmon for 3 to 4 hours, and then a little more vinegar, and then dehydrate it for 3 to 4 hours. Hey, you're back, Riff MK. Are we connected? If we're not, please connect with me and I'll connect with you as soon as this live is over. So I'm going to grill up a little bit of the salmon now. I'm going to prepare the marinade for the salmon, for the jerk salmon, with my sauce doctor sauce. And I'm going to do it like that. In this pot, I'm cooking up some jasmine rice with some red onion. I thought I had soy sauce, but I don't. I think I threw it away by mistake because I know I bought some. But to this rice, I'm adding a little salt and a little apple cider vinegar. And I think that will make a good combination with the red onions in there. Added it at the end. And I'm just going to let this cook down a little bit more. Let me taste the rice. Make sure. Yes, that has a good flavor. I'm glad I thought about that, because that actually is yummy. What I am going to do now, as soon as I figure, oh, here's my knife. What I'm going to do now is take the skin off of the salmon that I'm going to make jerked. And slice it up, put it in a bowl, that bowl, to marinate. The skin comes off fairly easy because the skin is where the fat part is. Now I'm going to save that skin and cook it up like bacon. Hey, Mary. How you feeling? I know you're not feeling good. I saw your video. I hope you're able to, get some relief. I'm taking the skin off of the salmon because I'm going to make salmon jerky. I don't know if you heard me. But the salmon jerky. Okay. Yeah, I was going to say get off the live and just get some rest. But you can stay in bed and just listen. And thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, I didn't realize how long it would take. I thought because I was using the Instapot to dehydrate that it would be quick, but that is not the case. It just acts like a dehydrator with the special lid, and that's fine. So I'm going to probably start this off today and finish it tomorrow because the salmon has to marinate for 3 or 4 hours, and then you have to dehydrate it for 3 or 4 hours. So, and in the meantime, I'm going to grill up some of the salmon And I have some rice cooking on the stove with some apple cider vinegar and some red onions. And it's kind of tasty. Mm. There we go. I'm taking the skin off of the fish that I'm going to fillet. Okay, yeah, get some sleep. The rest will do you good. And Riff, if you don't have Mary, swipe her up, snatch her up, cuff her up. Yeah. I wish I had a fillet knife. It'd be easy to get the skin off. And this grill isn't hot. I didn't turn it on yet. This skin isn't as fatty. So it's a little harder to get off. I'm going to do it. I'm saving the skin, Mary, so I can cook it up like bacon. That piece is a little hard. Let's try and get the thinner pieces towards the tail stick on a little better, I guess. But the other pieces were kind of fatty under the skin, and the skin basically pulled away. Oh yeah, it's nice. It cooks up nice and crispy. You know, you cook it in a pan just like bacon. It's nice and crispy because I don't eat pork, so it's a good substitute for me. I need a new set of knives. That's for sure. This is taking far too long. And I think I could probably turn this rice off, and the heat will get rid of the rest of the moisture from the burner. Because it takes a little while for these burners to cool down. You know, I always think after I go to the fish market that I should ask them if they have salmon skin that they want to sell me. Because they have the salmon fillets. What do they do with that skin? You know, unless they just throw it in the garbage. But if I tell them in advance, maybe they'll save it for me. That will be good. Here we go. That pulled right off. Oh, no, I don't want to put that in there. Yeah, this piece gave me trouble. I don't know what that's about. There. I'm just going to grab up this skin and wrap it in some saran wrap. Put it in the freezer. I don't think I'll be using it tomorrow. And we don't want it to go bad. Okay. Here we go. Let me just go put this in the freezer real quick. And move that out of the way. Wash my hands. So they finally finished changing all the pipes in the building, and tomorrow I have gas in my kitchen again. So I'm just going to slice this up like this. Hey, James Money. How you doing? Thanks for coming in the live. Have I seen you this year? I think I have, but if I haven't, Happy New Year. I'm slicing up some salmon to marinate it so I can make some salmon jerky. Some jerked salmon jerky with my sauce that I got from Adrian Cooking and Food Review. My Sauce Doctor Jamaican jerk sauce. And since it's such a long process, I'm also going to grill up some salmon. Little piece of muscle or something there. Yeah, I'm going to put some salmon on the grill. And that will be nice. Yeah, I don't know. I was trying to read something and there wasn't anything there to read. I'll put this here and I'll just wipe my hands. Now I'll pour the sauce in first. He said to shake it like a Polaroid picture. Okay, Adrian. What's going on here? Oh. I guess I'll hit it. Let's see if that works. Oh, I can't believe that this jar is so difficult to open. I was just thinking, and he had the nerve to wrap this thing in plastic as if anything would spill out. Adrian, you know what? Let me get a knife and hit it from another angle. Let's try it this way and see what happens. Oh. How do you guys open jars that are too tight? Really? This is terrible. I should have opened it before I started the live. I'm going to have to ask my son to open this. Hold on a second. And of course, after I loosened it for him, he says, that wasn't hard. Of course it wasn't hard. I loosened it. Okay, I'm gonna put that there. So that's the sauce the fish that I'm gonna grill. I'm gonna pour some of this in, not too much. I guess that's about half of it. I'm gonna use this sparingly. And I'll turn this on now. And I'm just going to put the salmon in here. And I'm going to just mix it up, make sure it's all covered. This looks good. And this is getting hot already. So that's good. I'm just gonna dip this in a little bit. Give it some flavor. You know, Adrian, I trust you so much that I didn't even taste this sauce before I went putting my salmon in there. But it smells good. It smells yummy. Oh, that was a good idea. I wish I had done that. Thanks, Mary. Next time. Ooh, this sauce smells so good. Yeah. Now I'm going to wrap this with saran wrap, and I dropped the drip pan. I'm gonna put this plate under there. Smells good. Marinate the fish. Ooh, I love that sizzle. ASMR. Okay. And I will put this along with my sauce in the refrigerator, and I'll be right back. It shouldn't take long for this to cook up. And the rice is already done. So I will get my phone with it. Oh my goodness, it smells so good. And I am so hungry. See my rice? Was the red onion in there? Excuse me 1 second. Yeah, I'm doing a live. I'll play that. Who? Okay. I'll call you back. Bye. That was my daughter complaining about her puppy again. Okay. I think I can turn this over now. Love those grill marks. I thought it good. Oops. Here's a mess to clean up. It was my son's idea to put onion in the rice. Okay. And this fish is done. I can turn this off. Just put that right on top of the rice. There. Oh, this is a spoon. Okay. Now I'm going to get rid of this grill in a minute, so I can enjoy my food. Oh, let me wash the knife first so I could cut up some cucumber to put on top of mine. Oh my goodness, everything smells so good. Let me put this away first. There we go. Now that can cool off. Do you want cucumbers? Yeah. I'm just like some chicken for dinner.
You're not going to cook them at all? Can you use onions though?
I did.
Oh. You put them on here? Right?
I'm live.
On there.
Yeah, they're in there. So you don't want, okay. Then I will just cut up some cucumber for myself. Slice it thin. Oops.
You know what soy sauce is?
No, I don't. Everything smells so good. Oh, you know, the jerk sauce is spicy. So yeah, it has a little spice to it. But orange sounds good too. Orange sounds yummy. Sprinkle a little salt on these cucumbers. There we go. You guys see what this looks like? I always get the orientation of this camera wrong. I love cucumbers. It was a good idea sprinkling putting the apple cider vinegar on the rice with the onions. Salmon grilled to perfection. My water's getting a little warm. That's okay. My two girls, you cut up a cup of orange juice with the pulp, chili pepper, teaspoon of ginger, brown sugar. Ooh, that sounds good, Mary. I gotta try that. Thanks for that recipe. That sounds good. Adrian sauce is so good. I didn't even season the fish. I just put that sauce on there. It's a very nice flavor. I can't wait until the jerky is done. Okay. It sounds good. I'm going to try that. Definitely. I can hear my mother now saying, no dancing at the table. That sauce is really good. I had no idea making jerky in the Instapot would take so long. It's terrible. Oh, okay. Yeah, I love apple cider vinegar. The other day, it's like, I don't know what else to call it, but I made apple cider vinegar lemonade. It's usually something that I drink hot. I usually make a tea with apple cider vinegar, some honey, and cinnamon. And that is such a good, tasty hot tea. And the other day I just decided to make it cold. and I love it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna boil up some ginger and let the water get nice and spicy, and put a little apple cider vinegar and honey in that, and drink that cold. I used to live in a neighborhood that had a little Jamaican restaurant, and the guy made ginger lemonade. But he made it so sweet. Yeah, I always have ginger in my refrigerator. He made it so sweet that I would just get like the little 16-ounce bottle, take it home, pour it in a gallon of water, and that was a delicious drink for the family. Mm. Yeah, the only thing wrong was that he made it so sweet, but it was so good. And it was nice and spicy. I love ginger. I love cucumbers too. For a while, I've been buying cucumbers and letting them spoil in the refrigerator. And I'm like, no, I'm going to make sure I use the cucumbers this time. That sauce is so good. Oh, I haven't even reached 1,000 yet. I'm like maybe 900. I'm not going to make it by my anniversary, and that's fine. It'll just take me a little longer. I know they start taking away hours, but I think in the beginning I wasn't going so strong anyway. I mean, my intros, I have 2 intros that have a lot of views, but they're so short. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll get like 5 or 6 hours off of them. But I think I can make that up. I'm just going to let it happen like it happens. I'm not rushing to get the 1,000 anymore. Because it seems like the harder I work for it, the more they purge. So. Oh, yeah. Oh, you put sour cream on yours. That sounds good. I'll usually do it with tomato, the cucumbers, onions, a little oil and vinegar, salt and pepper. The sour cream sounds good. And Zill, yeah, I love Zill. That sounds like ranch dressing. It sounds like it would taste like that. And I like ranch dressing too. So StreamYard turns everything around. Oh. Mm-hmm. That sounds good. Do you ever think you'd do that again? Like have another eatery? Well, not now, of course, because of everything, but. Mmm. It's getting better and better. That sounds really good. Hmm. Oh, I was wondering where I put my phone. My phone never stays lost for too long because my kids are always calling me. Oh, it's too much. Oh, okay. Yeah, I would imagine that would be a lot of work. I always wanted to have like a coffee shop. So, coffee and tea and baked goods. Good gluten-free baked goods are so hard to find. I mean, unless you make them yourself. Hi, Tales of Tea. Hola. Hmm. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, but it's a lot of work. I wanted to do it when my son was in college because he was going to school in Boston, and that's a big college town. They drink a lot of coffee there. But I live in New York. Mm. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, but my son, he didn't want to work in a coffee shop. And I couldn't be there all the time. And my daughter, at the time, she was staying with me and she wasn't working. So she said, "Oh, I'll go over there." But she couldn't stay there 24/7. And I don't want to move to Boston. It's too cold. Mm. Yeah, that's the kind of place. That's what I wanted. Like where people could hang out and, you know, do things. Mm. Yeah. But I don't think that's my thing now. But I love the idea of like different kinds of coffee and tea. Oh, wow. That's good. That's my neighbor again. I think I have one more year here and then I'm going to move. Trying to get out of this cold weather. area and get to someplace warm. He's so strange. Oh, I have a friend that has a coffee shop in Hoboken. And she has a house upstate New York where they go every weekend and roast the beans. hmm And she's got some great coffee. I forgot what my favorite was. I don't know. I don't remember. But all the coffee shops and stuff in Hoboken, and there are a lot of them, they get their coffee. I mean, aside from Starbucks, but the bagel shop and all the shops, they get their coffee from her. You know what, Mary? I think he's by himself up there. I don't know what he's doing, but I never hear any moaning or anything. So I think he's alone. And he's a little special too, I think. So it must be hard to find somebody. And that was a yummy. And thanks for hanging out with me. Oh, this is like not that quiet the way he's going at it. Like a machine. That wouldn't be very enjoyable. Anyway. Anywho, I'm going to go. And Mary, you take care of yourself. You're in my prayers. And I'm just hoping that something happens and you miraculously feel better really, really soon. And to everybody else that was in and out, I think it's just you and me now, Mary. That's funny. Anyway, thanks for coming in, Mary. I appreciate you. I'm going to head out now and enjoy the rest of your evening and get some rest. Talk to you soon. Ooh, it won't end.